It is time for Americans to find out the truth about poverty for all Americans. The growing gap between the rich and the poor in this country is a direct result of policy decisions, not the immorality and the lack of personal work of poor people. Policy decisions made here in Washington and in our state capitals, but those decisions have been supported by well-funded myths. Corporate interests have sent their representatives here to preach personal responsibility and the danger of government intervention. But the truth is we must take a collective responsibility for the inequality, the unjust laws and systems created. God did not make us poor. Greed and abuse and power make us poor.
I don't find anywhere in the scripture where Jesus said that it was Caesar's job to feed the poor and to clothe the widows and to take care of the orphans. He said it was the church's. It's the church's responsibility. It's the community's responsibility. It's your neighbor's responsibility. It's your responsibility as a neighbor to do those things.
First of all, it's interesting that you all would define yourself as Caesar. That in itself is kind of strange. I mean, we need to stop for a minute to even hear that.
Yeah.
We haven't read the 2,000 scriptures in the Bible that talk about how societies have supposed to treat the poor, the immigrant, the least of these, and left out. And you don't know that Jesus started his first sermon with good news to the patokos. That's a Greek word which means those who have been made poor by economic systems. I mean, it really is shocking that folk are saying the same thing that we heard people say about slavery. Slaves just work hard and wait. Civil rights, we don't need to be involved, just work hard and wait. Social Security, you know, same people are against Social Security, and they say God was against it. It is bothersome that in the 21st century, we still have these weak, tired old mythologies lying about the war on poverty when the Russell Sage Foundation actually says that it did decrease poverty, but we left the field. So I would say to all of us, Democrats and Republicans, we brought you people, Republicans, Democrats, whites and black, see the people, stop just talking about I know poverty, and hear what these folk are saying and put together a full plan to deal with this issue. This is traumatic to see this happening in America today, that people would stick with their partisan line and ignore the people that are really hurting.